Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about a topic that I believe many of you are interested in, minimalism. In our busy and stressful modern lives, we can sometimes feel overwhelmed by the things around us. That's why minimalism isn't just about getting rid of unnecessary things. It's also a way to focus on what truly matters, helping make life lighter and more meaningful. If you're looking for ways to declutter your space, save time and money, and create balance in your life, then don't miss this video. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe to get more useful content from me. Imagine a life without clutter, where every corner of your home is clean, organized, and free from the chaos of unnecessary things. Sounds ideal, right? But did you know that the benefits of minimalism go far beyond just having a tidy living space? I'll guide you through the 5 stages of the minimalist journey, helping you not only transform your environment, but also improve how you live every day. You'll see how each small step can create a big difference. Let's start with an exciting idea: discovery. This is the moment when you first come across the concept of minimalism. Maybe you heard about it from a friend or stumbled upon an intriguing video on YouTube. Perhaps your life feels overwhelming and cluttered, and you're searching for a way out. And then you discover minimalism, a solution that seems like it could relieve the weight pressing down on your shoulders. As you enter this stage, it's hard not to feel curious. You ask yourself, what does minimalism really mean? What benefits can it bring to me? Will I have to give up things I value if I choose this lifestyle? These questions are signs that you're on the path to exploring a new way of living, where simplicity and meaning can lead to positive changes in your life. As you dig deeper into minimalism, a whole new world starts to unfold before you, leading you into the next stage: in-depth exploration. At this point, everything that was once hidden becomes clear, and you realize that life doesn't need to be filled with material possessions to feel happy and fulfilled. You start to wonder if there's a different way of living, one that's less stressful and more meaningful, waiting for you ahead. For me, this journey began with a chance experience when I attended a seminar on minimalist living. There, a speaker shared his story of letting go of unnecessary things and living with only what truly mattered. This made me reflect. Why do I need to accumulate so much stuff? Could I live a lighter, more meaningful life? That question led me to explore more through books, videos, and conversations with people who had already embraced minimalism in their lives. Now, looking back, I realized that if it weren't for that seminar, I might still be caught up in the busy cycle of endless shopping lists and constant worries about material things. Who would have thought that one spontaneous moment could open the door to a life full of meaning and freedom? Change is inevitable once we move beyond the discovery stage. At some point, you will have that moment of realization. You are the one in control of your life. There's no need to continue following society's path, pursuing things that others deem important. In fact, you have the power to carve out your own path. Without this awareness, it will be challenging to make significant changes in your life because you may not have realized that there are other ways to live, better choices to explore. After this realization, you enter a crucial phase: reflection. Here, we begin to assess everything around us, not just the material possessions you own, but also your commitments, relationships, and even the habits you maintain. Ask yourself, what value does this really hold for me? Does it truly bring happiness and peace? Or is it simply adding to my burdens and stress? For instance, you might look at your overflowing collection of books on the shelf and realize that you no longer have time to read them. Or you might reflect on weekend engagements you attend merely to please others, rather than for your own enjoyment. Gradually, you will start to see how your consumption habits and lifestyle choices impact your emotions and well-being. As you progress through the assessment stage, you will begin to uncover patterns and deeper motivations within yourself. From there, you will have the opportunity to initiate change, to let go of what no longer serves you, and focus on what truly adds value to your life. As you begin to analyze your life, you will notice a clear connection between clutter and stress, between a hectic pace and a sense of dissatisfaction. I too once found myself in a state of confusion, uncertain about what I truly wanted. I was caught up in unhealthy habits without ever pausing to reflect on them. My sleep was disrupted, my eating was unhealthy, and worse, I engaged in activities that pulled me away from caring for my mental health. I even started relying on these unhealthy habits as a temporary escape from the chaos of my life. I knew that if I didn't change right then and there, I would remain trapped in this cycle. From this awareness, you begin to gain a clearer direction. When you look back at your life from an objective perspective, you gradually understand. This isn't the path I want to take. I need to choose a different direction. You start to recognize your core values and what aligns or doesn't align with them. This process not only helps you form a fresh vision for your life, but also brings a great source of motivation. It was like the first time I stumbled upon a book about minimalism. It made me realize that life could indeed be more meaningful if I lived with intention. I felt as though I had found the key to creating a fulfilling life, one that I could truly control. Step by step, you will recognize the difference when you realize you're making progress and genuinely doing something valuable. By the time you reach this point, you're not just thinking about change. You genuinely want to take action. This is when you move into the next stage, action. The first important step is decluttering. This involves not only clearing physical clutter, but also removing unnecessary mental and emotional baggage, and even assessing relationships. You will realize that to achieve a more balanced life, you must purify all elements that no longer align with your values. I once found myself in chaos, with a room full of items I couldn't even remember. Every time I entered that space, the heavy and suffocating atmosphere made it hard for me to breathe. The belongings piled up served no purpose other than to occupy space. Eventually, I decided I had to face the reality of the situation. Bit by bit, I began to clear out the clutter. This process was not just about cleaning. It was also about honing my decision-making skills. I forced myself to think, does this item still fit into the life I want to create? Is it really necessary? With each decision I made, I felt a sense of determination and clarity in my actions. This isn't a one-time task. Each week, I check in and reevaluate my life. It's not just about clothes or objects. I also scrutinize my habits and the relationships around me. This practice helps me maintain not only physical order, but also mental and emotional clarity. I gradually came to realize that living minimally is not just about reducing material possessions. It's also about freeing my mind from unnecessary pressures and anxieties. By keeping only those things that truly bring value and joy, I felt a sense of relief and fulfillment in my life. Through this journey, I learned to live intentionally and with clear purpose, which has led to positive changes in many areas of my life. I feel healthier, happier, and most importantly, I have developed deeper connections with those around me. This mental freedom has provided me with the time and space to invest in what truly matters, steering clear of societal and material pressures that no longer hold meaning. Looking back, I realize that pursuing a minimalist lifestyle has brought countless benefits. It has helped me build positive habits, improve my personal finances, and nurture genuine, lasting relationships. Every step forward on this path is a step toward a life filled with meaning and purpose. Life is always in motion, and the minimalist lifestyle is no exception. To maintain this way of living, you need to learn how to be flexible and adjust yourself to the different stages of life. Regardless of whether you identify as a minimalist or not, the ability to adapt is an essential skill. We are constantly changing. New jobs, new relationships, shifting interests, or even moving to a different city. Life continuously pulls us into new situations, and only by being flexible with these changes can we truly maintain balance. Isn't adaptability the key to survival for species and nature? The creatures that exist today are those that have evolved and changed according to their circumstances. This is also true for our human lives. To survive and thrive in a constantly changing world, we need to be flexible and refresh ourselves over time. Additionally, a key factor in maintaining a minimalist lifestyle is self-discipline. At first glance, living simply may seem easy, but applying it consistently requires a great deal of effort. Cultivating discipline not only helps you maintain a tidy living space, but also extends its influence to other aspects, such as eating habits, healthcare, fitness, sleep, and personal financial management. When you gain control over one area, that discipline spreads and enhances your overall quality of life. The most wonderful thing is that once you have cultivated consistency and self-control in your minimalist lifestyle, you will feel an elevation in many other aspects of your life. As a result, you not only live lightly, but also achieve a profound sense of peace and meaning in each daily decision. Inspiring others doesn't necessarily have to come from grand statements or lengthy speeches. Sometimes, the way you live is the most powerful message. When you live simply, meaningfully, and purposefully, you naturally attract the curiosity of those around you. They don't need to hear you explain or persuade them. Just seeing how you organize your life and enjoy the peace within it is enough. Your minimalist lifestyle becomes a gentle invitation for others to consider what is truly important to them. In reality, I am not someone who shares too much about my journey of minimalism. However, many friends and colleagues have started to question and seek me out to learn. They have begun to want to understand how I make meaningful decisions in my daily life. Without needing to force or struggle, that inspiration comes naturally and effortlessly. Now that we have completed the picture of the minimalist lifestyle, you may be wondering, what does this mean? For me, it represents peace, satisfaction, and happiness from within. For you, it might mean something different, perhaps success, or achieving the life you've always dreamed of. Everyone has their own definition of achievement, and there are no limits or a single standard to it. For me, the minimalist lifestyle has provided a solid foundation for living a truly meaningful and fulfilling life. But imagine if I hadn't chosen to walk this path. I might still be caught up in material excess, continuing to live in distraction and forgetting what is truly important. My life could still be filled with pressure and chaos. Thankfully, I have recognized the value of simplifying and the freedom it brings. If you feel it's time for a change and want to take a further step down the path of minimalism, explore more on our channel. There, I have shared resources and useful tools that not only help you shape this lifestyle, but also provide practical guidance. You'll find practical tips, from decluttering your space to building daily habits, all aimed at bringing balance, peace, and a sense of freedom to your life. If you're ready to embark on this journey, don't hesitate to click the link below to explore further. I genuinely hope to see you on this journey. Thank you for watching, keep kindness in your heart, and continue living a valuable and meaningful life. See you in the next video.